Hi, good morning. My name is Diana and I'm the social media manager at the IEA. Today is Youth Day here at COP in Glasgow, and with me I have Claire Lee. Claire, she is the winner of the IEA Net Zero Challenge that was launched in the lead up to COP. Claire, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Pleasure.
So I believe that you don't have a nuclear background.
Yes, that's correct. I currently am an undergrad student studying law at the London School of Economics, but I've always been passionate in the area of climate change and in the energy sector in particular. So over the summer I did an internship with a nuclear consultancy based in Singapore, and that's how I found out about the IAEA, the work they did, and I wanted to synthesize what I've been learning over the past few months by joining the challenge and proposing my own policy idea.
And you are not studying in Singapore, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm currently studying in London.
But you are from Singapore, and what do you see are the challenges that your country faces on climate change?
Yeah, so Singapore is an island country, so we are surrounded by water, and I think the major impact that climate change has is sea level rise on us. At the same time, we're also a tropical country, so over the past few years, I think everyone can see that the weather patterns have become more frequent, like intense, and the rainfall has been a lot heavier. So climate change is making quite a big impact on the way that we live now, and with sea level rise, the impact on the next few years. So I think it is a very important issue, especially for my country. Yeah,
I understand. And this IEA Net Zero Challenge, you were asked to come up with a policy on how nuclear energy could help your country or region achieve their net zero targets.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your submission?
Yeah, so for the submission, first of all, Singapore is a very small island country, so we wouldn't be able to implement any particular nuclear power plants due to the safety zones that would be needed. So because of that, my policy was to have nuclear produced hydrogen in other countries be shipped to Singapore, because Singapore is a global port, and have Singapore as a new hub for the hydrogen refueling of ships. And the reason why I also proposed this policy was because I think Singapore does not have a net zero target in itself, but the maritime industry is a major polluter of the world. I think 17% of carbon emissions come from the maritime industry, and so I thought that with this policy, Singapore, even though it is a small country, could possibly have a global impact on the net zero targets that the world has.
And in reducing the emissions.
And definitely, reducing the emissions and promoting a cleaner form of energy that could be used for the upcoming years. Yeah.
And what is your opinion about nuclear energy?
Yeah, so I think coming in prior to my internship, I think I didn't really know that much about nuclear, and I think what I had were the conceptions that a lot of the general public has, which is like the big scary nuclear accidents. But I think after going through my internship, I realized that I think nuclear is a very stable and clean form of baseload energy, and you do need it as part of the energy mix if you want to have a very reliable form of clean energy that because like for example, solar and wind are variable depending on the temperature, depending on the climate. But so therefore, nuclear is a very it's a good stable form of energy. And I think with the work that the IAEA is doing on safety regulations, it is also becoming more and more safe and something that is a viable source for many countries to consider. So that's my stance on nuclear.
Very well. And you are very young. I would like to ask you if you have any piece of advice for the other young women like you.
Yeah, definitely. I think the one thing I would say is just to go for whatever you believe in. I mean, I think being young or being a female doesn't stop you necessarily from doing a lot of things, and I think that's something that I came to realize after going through this net zero challenge, whereas you can, no matter how far-fetched your idea is or how difficult you might think in terms of its implementation, I think if you stand up and have that voice and just say it out, I think that's just one step towards greater change, and that's something that I would encourage everyone to do if they had the chance.
That's great. Thank you, Claire, so much. And I understand that this is your first time here at COP, right? So how it has been your experience so far?
Oh, I think the experience here has been amazing so far. I think you get to meet people from all over the world, which is something quite crazy and unexpected, especially in this COVID environment. And I think what I really enjoy is being able to listen in and join the conversations with very influential people from around the world that could potentially make the decisions that could help make our climate more green and other people actually making the decisions on these matters. So I think that's been really, really insightful.
So this is an experience that you will never forget.
For sure.
For sure. Claire, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you here. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for
And
having me.
congratulations for winning the challenge.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
And as I said, today is Youth Day here at COP, and the IEA will be organizing an event on the youth, to listen to the youth perspectives and on their opinion on how the world can achieve the net zero targets. The event will happen at 12 Glasgow time, and you can find the links in the comment section. And later today, the Nuclear Institute Young Generation Network will take over our social media accounts for an interview with IEA Director General Rafael Mariano Grossi. You don't want to miss that. We'll see you later today. Goodbye. Bye. Thank you, Claire. Thanks.